That has fed a generation. But you know, that is a dish that we all need to have in our little repertoire if you are tightening your belt. There's a lot of goodness there. Hi everyone, welcome to Backyard Chef. I'm Rick. Today we're doing a recipe which has fed a generation, and I'm 100% certain that the way things are going, everything goes around, it might be worth remembering. We are doing creamed tuna and rice. It's been around an awful long time, and there's a lot of variations to this, but you know, I'm going to bring my little bit to it. I want to fry some onion first. You know, I like a little bit of onion in this. If you don't like onion, don't put it in. Stick to the original recipe. Come on, let's get on and do it. Right, what we're going to do, we're going to use a couple of cans of mushroom soup and a couple of cans of tuna, some milk. We're going to use some frozen veg, but you can use canned veg, fresh veg, up to you. And I've got some rice on in the rice cooker. Let's get on and do it. Come on. What you got to do, drain your tuna. Open your soup. It's technical, this recipe, you know. Okay, let's bring it together. On the cooker, a pan. Now I'm going to use this pan, but you should be able to see what's going on. Put some butter in there, not much. Back in the day, butter could have been rationed, whatever. But you know, it's an old-fashioned recipe and everybody's got a take on it. So I've got butter in there, and I've got the tiniest amount of onion. It's a small onion and we've only got half of it. And it is diced fairly small. We want a little bit of onion going on, you know. Now, no salt, a little bit of pepper. No salt because there's salt in those tins. So we're just taking a little bit of rawness out of that onion. That's all we're doing. We're not trying to cook it till it goes brown or anything like that. We just want to take the rawness out so we have that nice pleasant flavour in our milk soup dish. So you don't rush, flames low. Now this was mentioned on the channel by a very, very good friend of the channel. And they said they actually like this, enjoy this to this day. How many others out there enjoy it? How many have had it? Leave a comment, let me know. What's your take? Do you make a twist on it? What do you do with it? Interested to know? Okay, we're just going to go in there with our soup and milk. And we're going to give it a good stirring through. Just a little bit of milk in there to stop it from catching. There we go. Let's have that other soup in there. A brand that is well known as well. Oh, that's come out of there pretty well. Nice one. In there with the rest of that milk. Okay, we want to give that a stir in till it goes smooth. We don't really want to be chucking it all over the cooker. Hello, Tony. Hello, Tony. You want a bit of tuna? There you go. What about that? What about that then? Hey, you came at the right time, didn't you? So all we're doing is just stir until it goes smooth. And then we're going to chuck the tuna in here. Now this is quite thick. I do have some corn flour here, and we're going to make a corn flour slurry and thicken it up, but this is quite thick. Okay, we need to be tipping our tuna in there. Now you don't have to mash it up or anything, you just want to get it in. If you want to break it up, that's up to you, but I mean these are really small tuna flakes, to be honest. So this isn't going to do much by mashing it up. Just stirring it in is going to be fine. There you go. So just heat it up. I'm going in there with a little bit more pepper, my choice, up to you. But I like that pepper in there. Give it a little stir in. There we go. That's fabulous. Okay, we need to thicken that a little bit in a minute. Whilst it's warming up in there with that tuna, we're going in there with that frozen vegetables. Now, like I say, you can use canned vegetables, fresh vegetables. This is a real quick, easy meal using frozen veg. Nice little stir on there, bring it all in. Right, I've got 2 tablespoons of corn flour in here. We're going to add about 4 tablespoons of water. About that much. That will do. Okay, stir it in. Done. Okay, this is bubbling and sizzling away there, look. It's already quite nice, but we're going to thicken it. We want a bowl of stodge. We want that hug in a bowl. So all that is going in there. Now this is going to thicken really, really quickly. So we have to be a bit careful. Now this is probably one of the easiest recipes on this channel. But you know, it's fed a generation. And like I said at the start, it's worth knowing, because the way things are, it's going to probably feed another generation. So just give that a little stir in there. It will thicken up with that corn flour, corn starch. And of course, if it goes too thick, chuck some water in or some more milk. We're getting a nice creaminess going on there. Look at that. That is beautiful. Just a little simmer on there, and then that can be served up. Alternatives for this, you know, this is a good casserole base. Chuck some cheese on, put it in a little pan in the oven, melt the cheese under the grill. Superb. Leftovers, absolutely superb on toast. Absolutely superb on toast with a bit of grilled cheese over the top. Just like the old-fashioned toast toppers that we used to eat. It's sensational. It can't go to waste. It can be used so many variations after you've cooked it. Eat with a jacket spud, a jacket potato, some of this over the jacket potato. Come on, it's endless. Worth knowing. Okay, that's good enough for me. We're serving it with rice, so we want some fluid in there. We don't want it all gunged up and too thick. That is beautiful. Come on, let's serve it up. On there. There you go. How sensational is that? Just a little bit of pepper for me. There you go, possibly the easiest cook on the channel. And we've cooked some easy things, but you know, this is one to remember. There's a lot of goodness there. It's fed a generation, and I'm sure it's going to feed another generation. It's a bit warm, but in we go. Oh look, there's a big piece of tuna there, look. Oh yeah. Wow. That's hot. Oh, it's steaming. Absolutely fabulous. Eat it with your rice, you've got a fantastic meal. That's going to fill you up. Very tasty. You know, watch the salt levels because there's a lot of salt in those tins. And obviously the tuna's salty, so you don't need to add salt. That is fabulous. Well, there you go, that's an easy one. That is a superb easy dish, you know, come on. Any weeknight, anybody can knock that up, and there's a lot of healthiness there. If you like what we're doing, don't forget, share with your friends, tell them all about the creamed tuna and rice that fed a generation. And if you do like what we're doing, big thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, ring that bell. Catch you in the next video. Oh yeah.